last example for 1-8, example number 4. So Tim, Joe, and Bob all collect classic cars. Joe has 4 less than twice as many cars as Tim. Bob has 6 more than cars than Tim does. Write an expression to represent the number of cars each person has. So right away, I read that problem. I don't know about you, but I did not process a single piece of that. I read it fast. I wasn't really focused. So this, I can tell from this problem, though, that all these names tells me that this is going to be one of those problems where I want to have my expressions labeled. So I'm going to make a little note of that. Label. So I'm going to start off first with Tim equals, Joe equals, and Bob equals. Okay. So there's always going to be someone who you know the least information about. And that least information person, that's always going to be your plain old simple X. So I'm just going to put person here because that's what's relevant in this example. The person you have the least info on is just plain old X. It's a crappy looking X. There we go. So let's read this again and figure out who do we have the least amount of information about. Who is our plain old X? Joe has 4 less than twice as many cars as Tim. So that sentence is telling me about Joe. Bob has 6 more cars than Tim. That sentence telling me about Bob. I don't have a sentence telling me about Tim. So that tells me that Tim is my plain old X. So now I'm using Tim, I'm using that X in all of my other expressions. Ooh, that's another requirement. Every expression should have a variable. Every expression needs a variable. Otherwise, it's not an algebraic expression. So back to Joe. Joe has 4 less than twice as many cars as Tim. So right there immediately, there's that 4 less than piece. That should not be coming out in the front. That has to go into the back. Twice as many cars as Tim. Well, how many cars does Tim have? X. So twice as many as Tim would be 2x. And 4 less than that would be subtract 4 at the end. There's Joe. And Bob has 6 more cars than Tim does. Well, again, Tim has X, 6 more than that. If you have 7 things and I give you 6 more, that's addition. You're adding that on there. So there you go. There's your expressions for each person. In our next couple of units moving forward, you're going to have to not only create those expressions, but then also make an equation out of them and actually solve for X. So stuff to look forward to.